All right, guys, so this is actually a really interesting story. RFK, in my opinion, might be making a really big mistake here, okay? RFK Jr. says he has ruled out libertarian run for president. This is a shift from his prior stance of keeping the door open. Independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has ruled out a run as a libertarian candidate to assist in his efforts to get on the ballot in all 50 states, a marked change from his prior posture where he kept the door open. Quote, "We're not going to have any problems getting on the ballot ourselves, so we won't be running libertarian," he told ABC News. Kennedy spoke from West Des Moines, Iowa, where his campaign was taking a victory lap, touting their Saturday afternoon gambit to get on the general election ballot in Iowa through a quirk in state law as a rollicking success. Its plan was to hold a small one-day convention in West Des Moines with at least 500 eligible voters who must hail from at least 25 of the state's 99 counties. The campaign says they surpassed the benchmark. A member of his own team claiming it accrued 686 credentialed delegates representing more than 35 counties in Iowa. The results have yet to be certified by the Iowa Secretary of State's office. That's interesting. During the interview with ABC News prior to his assembly Saturday, Kennedy said he found a single-day event easier than amassing the 3,500 signatures needed to gain independent access via petition. And he said he's 100% confident he can replicate these results in all 50 states, despite encountering concurring roadblocks to getting on the ballot across the country. "We're going to add probably 2 to 3 states a week," Kennedy said. The independent candidate running on a We the People Party ticket, seemed confident he needs little to no outside help, telling ABC News he doesn't plan to join the Libertarian Party to assist in his efforts to get on the ballots. Okay. So there are arguments from both perspectives here. Should he get on the Libertarian ballot? Should he not get on the Libertarian ballot? The big reason why he should is very simply that they will have access to all 50 states, to the ballot in all 50 states. Worst case scenario, they have like 48 out of 50. So that's a big help, right? That's a big help. It means that he's actually on the ballot for sure, and he has a chance with his name in front of people, like, hey, vote for me, right? When you run as an independent, it is fucking mission impossible to get your name on every single ballot. The process is different in every single state, and there are all different benchmarks that you have to reach, and there's all this money you need to spend, and it is really fucking hard, man. To put in perspective how hard it is for you, we had Ross Perot ran as an independent a number of times, but he did the best of any independent candidate in modern history, and he got like 19% of the vote and had 0 electoral college votes. Okay, and that was back when it was less rigged. Now it's very, very rigged against independent candidates. Now, so it just makes sense from a sheer pragmatic, you need to be on the ballot perspective. But the other side of that is he's not really a libertarian, right? And so I would understand people who are in the Libertarian Party who want to choose their candidate. They're going to want to pick somebody who's more of a libertarian than RFK. They're going to want somebody who more fits their values and their ideology and the policies that they prefer. And they, just like the Green Party, the Libertarian Party has their own process and their own debates and this whole thing that you got to go through in order to become the Libertarian candidate. So on the one hand, it's not really an ideological fit. But on the other hand, it would sort of verify and secure that he would be on all the ballots. But now he's saying, I'm choosing not to do that. A little bit of speculation here is, I don't know if he actually chose it or if it just sort of, the talks with the Libertarians kind of fell through, right? It's very similar to what happened with Cornel West and the Green Party. He initially launched with the People's Party, which is a joke organization. Then he realized, oh, it ain't gonna fucking work. We got no ballot access. These people don't know what the fuck they're doing. He went to the Green Party. The Green Party does know what they're doing, but according to Cornel West, he's like, hey, the process is too rigorous. I don't want to go through all of it, and it's a pain in the ass. And it looked like there were some personality clashes behind the scene between the top Green Party people and Cornel West, and so he ended up bowing out from them. But it seems almost like potentially a similar thing here with RFK and the Libertarian Party, where maybe it wasn't a perfect ideological fit. Maybe there were clashes of personalities. Maybe he didn't want to go through the whole process to become the Libertarian candidate. But the thing is, whatever the process is to become the Libertarian candidate is definitely less than what the process is going to be to get it on the ballot as an independent in all 50 states. That is way more work than doing whatever the Libertarian stuff is that you have to do, a debate, a this, a that, whatever, right? So, look, the fact of the matter is, I think now this makes it much more likely he's going to be on way fewer ballots. That's what I think. Right now, he's only on a handful of ballots right now, even including the Iowa one, which you shouldn't, because there's a chance the Secretary of State at the last moment is going to put a middle finger up and screw him. right? That's the other thing. You're running into a brick wall of Democratic Party officials and Republican Party officials who are going to try to stymie you at every turn. I mean, expect lawsuits incoming out the wazoo from the Democrats and the Republicans because both of them feel like this guy might fuck us over. This guy might be a spoiler and screw our candidate. And it's not just going to be the Democrats it's also going to be the Republicans who are like, hey, they might hurt us too. So they'll join evil forces and try to keep him off the ballot. Now, I'm not an RFK fan, but having said that, should he be on the ballot? Yeah, I think he should be on the ballot. I think if we want to have an actual democracy, we need to practice democracy. We can't do this dumb shit where we're like, well, you don't count. You're going to be out of the picture, right? So, I don't know. Look, it's a mistake to not get on the libertarian ballot, but at the same time, there is also a little bit of a ceiling you might put on yourself running as a libertarian. Libertarians typically, as a third party, usually get the most votes of all the third parties. They usually beat the Green Party, but they get like 3%, right? 4%. And the Green Party gets like 1%, 2%. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but there's a whole bunch of shit he's going to have to go through now. Whole bunch of shit to try to get on as an independent, and I don't think... I would be absolutely astonished. If he got on all 50 ballots, that would be almost as big of an accomplishment as winning the election. That's how tough it is to do it. So, this might be a big mistake, missing out on the libertarian ticket. Even though he's not an ideological fit, it would have been a pragmatic thing to do to get the most votes possible, potentially. All right, guys, that's the show. Love y'all very much. You know the drill. Everybody, please click like. Click subscribe. If you're going to do one thing, hook a brother up with a sub. We're trying to get to that 10 million sub number, and at that 10 million number, we get another beautiful plaque, which I will put behind me and show off and brag about and be incredibly smug about. So, again, hook us up with a sub. Thank you to everybody who supports this show on Patreon. You guys make it work. Thank you for everybody who tips on YouTube. You guys make it work as well. Remember, I've never talked to an advertiser. I never want to talk to an advertiser. You guys help fund this show from the ground up, and I'm deeply, deeply appreciative. And that's all I got for you guys, man. Everybody have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now.